Let's be honest. When you first picked up a manga and realized it's read from right to left, didn't you think, did they print this book backwards? But no, it's not a mistake. It's manga, Japanese comics that made millions of people around the world willingly twist their brains and actually enjoy it. Today, we'll figure out what makes manga so special, why even serious adults in suits read it, and how it quietly took over the modern world. But how did Japanese comics become so popular in the 21st century? And why is manga experiencing a true global boom right now? Manga in Japan is more than just entertainment. It covers all age groups and topics, from children's stories and romance to philosophy, politics, business, and science. In Japan, everyone reads manga. Children, teenagers, office workers, retirees. There is manga about cooking, business and economics, Japanese history, medicine, and even workplace safety manuals. Manga as a phenomenon has no age limits. It adapts to any audience. Let's start with the ancient roots. The Japanese tradition of visual storytelling was formed long before modern comics existed. As early as the 12th century, illustrated scrolls called emakimono were created, where stories unfolded sequentially, frame by frame. This format became the predecessor of comic logic. A special place belongs to the scrolls, where animals are depicted in satirical scenes of human life. They mocked social flaws and demonstrated humor, a trait still characteristic of manga today. Importantly, these images already conveyed motion, emotion, and narrative, rather than being static pictures. During the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, Japan was relatively isolated from the world, but urban culture flourished within the country. This is when ukiyo-e woodblock prints appeared, depicting the floating world, the lives of townspeople, actors, courtesans, and landscapes. The artist Katsushika Hokusai, famous for his views of Mount Fuji, published a series of sketchbooks in 1814 titled Hokusai Manga. These were collections of sketches of everyday life, movement, and emotions. This is when the word manga became established, meaning whimsical drawings or free sketches. The biggest turning point came after World War II. Japanese society was dealing with the trauma of defeat, destroyed cities, and a moral crisis. At that time, manga became both a form of escape from reality and a way to process it. The key figure of this era was Osamu Tezuka. He not only introduced a new drawing style with large eyes, influenced by Western animation, but also turned manga into serious art. His works explored themes of life and death, scientific responsibility, war, and humanism. Interesting fact, Tezuka was a trained doctor, and this strongly influenced his philosophical approach to storytelling. Ever wondered why manga characters look like they've just seen their utility bill or watched the finale of their favorite TV show? Big eyes aren't just a style. They're a way to show emotions as vividly as possible. Fun fact, manga is read quickly, so the author has to convey emotions in seconds. One look, and you already know, this character is in love. This one is about to die. And this one is just very tired of life. The black and white style didn't appear because of poverty, but because of speed. Mangaka often work under brutal deadlines, sometimes creating 20 to 30 pages per week. So next time you think, they could have colored it, remember the person who hasn't slept for 3 days. This is where the magic happens. Manga can be about a notebook that kills people, Death Note, giants who eat humans, Attack on Titan, ninjas who scream during every punch, Naruto. But in reality, it's about the fear of being useless, searching for oneself, loneliness, responsibility for one's choices. Fact: Many teenagers say manga helped them through difficult moments in life. So yes, a guy with pink hair and a sword is sometimes a better therapist than a real one. Manga has fully entered the digital age. Now you can read manga at night, under a blanket, with brightness set to minimum and say, I'm not on my phone, I'm developing culturally. Fact. Some authors became famous simply by posting pages online. No publishers, no permissions, no stress. Well, almost no stress. Manga plus anime equals love. And scandals. Most anime start as manga, but fans always argue, the manga is better, the anime is better. That's not how it was in the manga. Fun fact, sometimes anime ends before the manga does, and the studio invents its own ending. And then the fans. Well, let's just say, the internet never forgets manga today is everywhere. In Western comics, in movies, in video games, in fashion.
Ready for our walk, everyone?
Fact.
Yes.
Marvel and
Perfect.
DC
Let's
have
go
officially
outside.
released comics in manga
Ready
style.
for our walk, everyone?
So, yes,
the weather is
even
perfect. Let's go have
superheroes
some
admitted,
fun.
the Japanese are onto something. Why young people love manga? Because manga is honest,
The expressions are so
emotional, not
detailed.
preachy
Totally.
or condescending. It says, you're struggling,
The
that's
expressions
okay.
are so detailed.
You're not
Totally.
alone.
This section is really
Fact.
interesting, don't you
Thousands
think?
of people started learning Japanese just to read manga without translation.
This section is really
Best
interesting,
motivation
don't
in
you
the
think?
world.
Yeah, it is.
Manga isn't just pictures.
Oh, I see
It's
now.
stories that make you laugh, worry, and sometimes sit awake at 3 a.m. thinking, okay, just one more chapter. And maybe that's exactly why it fits so perfectly into our modern world.